When your camera saves your image as a RAW file, this is a file that contains minimally processed data from your camera's sensor. Amongst other things, they contain all of your metadata from the camera type to the settings that you chose when you took that photograph, as well as any copyright information you may have told the camera to store in that file. They also usually come with a Jpeg thumbnail, and this is what you would see on the back of your camera or on the monitor when viewing the RAW file in your computer. There's the actual data of the file, which has identifiers for the byte ordering, so when your computer looks at that file, it knows what to look for and where to start looking. There are many different types of RAW files as well, and each brand tends to have their own versions as well as different iterations of each version of those RAW files. Canon has the CRW, the CR2 and the CR3s. Nikon have NEFs and NRWs, and Sony have SRFs, SR2s and ARW RAW files. And this is just a small fraction of how many different RAW files there are out there. Camera companies are always tweaking and tuning their RAW files as well. And this is why when a camera is first released, you can't open those RAW files in many photo editors. This is until the companies that make those editing software programs have had a chance to update their software to that new level of RAW file. For a computer to see the image that the RAW file represents, it has to be converted to a viewable rendition of that data. Otherwise, you'll end up with a whole load of data and not much else. And this is why companies like Adobe have RAW converters. These programs take the raw data from the RAW file and are able to read it and convert it to any type of image that you want, from a JPEG, a TIFF to a PNG. All of these different types have their uses, and they all come in handy for different jobs. But the most common one for viewing images online is the JPEG format. If you set your camera to just save JPEG images, it will throw away a lot of this data that will be saved in the RAW file. The benefits of this is that the JPEG image will be a lot smaller, so for a given size SD card, you'll be able to take many more photographs. However, in throwing away a lot of this data by just saving those JPEGs, if you edit your images afterwards, you might need this data, and that's where RAW files really come into their own. Because they have all of this data from the sensor in them, you can change your white balance, you can push and pull the brightness and colors around a lot more than you'd be able to with a JPEG image. So if you do a lot of editing afterwards on your computer, RAW files are the best possible starting point to give you all of the data you need from your camera to get the best possible looking photo from it. Now, do you shoot RAW or are you a JPEG shooter? Let me know in the comments below. It'll be great to hear your thoughts. And if you want to learn more, click on this video next, or to binge watch a load of photography tutorials, click down here. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe for weekly tutorials in photography and videography. I'll see you next time.